this is Maria Borde, and many of you know that I am the mom of 3 sons, all at different points of the autism spectrum. In my conversations with other autism parents, we have discussed many times some of the things that work and do not work with regards to teaching academics to children who are on the high functioning end of the spectrum. Don't worry, I will also be creating a video sharing my experiences about achievements and progress on children who are on the moderate and low end of the autism spectrum. So I thought in creating this video where I can share with you some of the things I discuss with parents, as well as share from my own personal experience that work. Now keep in mind that each child with autism is unique. So just because it works with some children, it doesn't mean it will automatically work for everybody else. However, things can be changed to suit your child's needs. So let's start. Number 1, gentle push. Children thrive when they are properly encouraged. Like the neurotypical peers, sometimes they may not seem to like the idea of learning through the typical method of sitting down and writing. If your child has autism and ADHD, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I know from experience that there are days where kids do not want to do any work. So instead of forcing them to do something when they are not ready to do, try to compromise as much as possible by providing extra breaks in between, so they can eat a snack, walk around, or distract themselves for a little while. However, one thing that worked for me was not compromising the fact that they needed to learn every day. So a gentle push towards meeting their highest potential is perhaps the most important factor for success. Number 2, reading and consistency. Even though your child's speech might not be where it's supposed to be, still expose them to different kinds of books according to their interest and spend some time reading together. I think it is an amazing activity because it helps you bond with your child, and it's a very relaxing teaching method as well. My sons will lie down next to me, and they still do, and I will read the books and follow with my fingers through each word very carefully, ensuring that they could also see it. We did this every single day, and you won't believe how much information their brains have absorbed from this simple activity. Consistency has to be key. We also visited websites where they teach phonics for children, and I think the combination of developing a love for books plus consistency proved to be the right approach with amazing results. Number 3, patience. I know it is easier said than done, but sometimes you need to pick up your battles. I hear autism parents asking me what to do if their kids refuse to do any work, or they will rush and do it wrong so they could finish fast. What worked for me was to give them the time and space needed to be in the right frame of mind to do their work. I believe learning should always be an enjoyable experience. And if a child is not enjoying the process, then whatever methods we are using might need to be modified to meet their specific needs. Which takes me to the next point. Point number 4, method. As an educator, I know for a fact that 2 children do not learn in the same way. In my experience, it is not different for children on the spectrum. I try to use a lot of technology to get them interested in learning, and at the same time be able to retain whatever information I wanted them to learn without having to use the classic method of a whiteboard, a table, and a chair. So instead of teaching them about Egypt from a history book, I will research about interesting aspects or points about the history of Egypt via the internet. And we will spend a lot of time watching documentaries together and even creating Egyptian costumes. Number 5, acceptance. One of the things that I discuss with other autism parents is the fact that in this entire process, our children need to know that they don't have to meet anyone's standards. Our children need to go at their own pace. Not our pace either, but theirs. And I think in my personal experience, this has proven to be a very relaxing way of helping them achieve their full potential. Because there was not a train to catch or a race to finish, but instead taking one day at a time, knowing that some days will be great and others not so much. And it was perfectly okay. Each child has the ability to be the best they can be, as long as they have involved parents and people in their lives that truly believe in them and do not put any limitations on what they can or cannot do. Most importantly, allow your children to express themselves and make choices. I hope these motherly tips can be useful. I will soon be posting one for children who are on the moderate, low end of the spectrum. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I hope you know that you are doing an amazing job with your child. Progress is being made every single day. Take time to acknowledge it, savor it, and celebrate it.